everybody is, COVID, vaccinated, et cetera. So I'm super excited to be back in the room with my fans. And that's why I didn't really do anything online. I just really wanted to wait until it was safe to be out there and get on stage, because there's nothing like a live show in person.
I would agree with that. What about if you could do a duet with any singer, male or female? Like, who would you love to do a duet with?
Oh, well, one of my favorites is Kristen Chenoweth. And let's see, Kristen Chenoweth is one of my faves. God, there's so many people that I would love to, Dua Lipa, Selena Gomez. I mean, Kelly Clarkson, the list goes on.
There's nothing wrong with that list. Nothing wrong with that
Did you
list.
see Kelly? Well, I did just put something, we're doing the Kelly Clarkson show coming up, and I put on my Instagram her singing Money Can't Buy You a Class. How fabulous was that?
Oh, listen, I'm a huge Kelly Clarkson fan, and I saw that on your Instagram, and I was like, this is like the combo that like I am living for here.
Yeah.
Speaking of guests and housewives that have appeared with you over the years, now that, RHONY season 13 is over, how did that feel? Like, it ended on a high note.
It ended, we ended on a good note. I felt like, we said everything we had to say. It was, disappointing we didn't have the reunion, but, timing wise, and it was just too late to the party. And so we're just moving on. And, I know there's some casting going on, so I'm looking forward to the next season.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next season too. Speaking of season 14, is there anything is there any news you can break here today, Luann?
Well, I don't really have news on the next season. I just know that there will be a next season, and I'm really looking forward to getting our show back and getting our girls back on Bravo, So I have no doubt the show is definitely coming back, and, we're going to come back stronger than ever because we're in New York City.
Listen, this is the best city in the world, right?
Isn't it? I mean, I love it. I was walking around because it's fall and it's just so beautiful out, and and the history that the city has. And I was at Columbus Circle yesterday and just walking around in the fountains and just that whole area in Central Park, and it's just so beautiful. So I feel very lucky to have New York City as our backdrop for our show.
And now things are open. I'm looking forward to season 14 also.
Yeah.
What about, listen, you're an OG, you've been at this 13 seasons. Do you play into all of, casting rumors and chatter that, surfaces on the blogs and all of that? Like, does that?
No, listen, darling, I've been on the show for 13 years because I have staying power, because I don't let the talk and the gossip, get to me. I'm not involved per se in casting. Although, of course, I weigh in heavily on who might be casted, I'd like to think, because, I am an OG, so whoever they bring around. And anyway, so I don't know, who will be on next season. I just know that whatever and whoever is on next season, it'll be stronger than ever because, New York City ain't going anywhere.
No, it is not. And you're busy now with your cabaret, a Very Countess Christmas.
Yeah, no, I'm busy with my cabaret. I've got a lot of great things, coming up. I'm launching my Fosé coming up. Everybody's been asking about the Fosé. That is happening. And as soon as I have the details, I will give it to you, David, and we'll talk about that. But Fosé is coming out. I'm super excited about that. I love it for the holidays. A lot of fans have been asking about that. It's delicious, and it'll be out this November. So
I
super
love
excited.
it.
It'll be out. Actually, Fosé will be out with the launch of the song and the launch of the music video. So I'm going to be having a launch party, darling, and you will be there.
I was just going to say, I smell a launch party coming.
Yes, the Fosé ball.
I'm always good for a Fosé ball. What about, listen, you've led such an interesting life. You were a Wilhelmina model, a nurse, you've written books, reality TV star, cabaret icon. If they were going to pick someone if they were going to make a movie on your life, who would you pick to play you?
Let me think about that. I mean, I always get compared to, well, and I even say it myself. What am I, the Kim Cattrall of the family or what? I mean, I think Kim Cattrall could, with brunette as a brunette, would make a great fit, don't you?
Luann, I can totally see that. I think that is a great idea. And listen, she has time on her hands. I mean, we have Sex and the City coming back without her.
I know, right? That would be great.
That would be great. What about the ultimate girls trip? What can you tell us about the ultimate girls trip?
I mean, just the title speaks for itself. It's like the OGs from all the different franchises. Beverly Hills and Atlanta and Jersey and New York, and we just had an incredible trip. First of all, it was like beautifully planned and organized by Peacock. We had private jets and yachts, and I got the yacht and catamarans and we just did amazing things on this trip, riding horses in the water, and the water's like turquoise. It's just visually gorgeous. And then we peel back that fourth wall a bit. We talk about what it's like to be on each franchise and what it's like to be a mom, what it's like to, to be a housewife, and all the things that, that make us all the women that we are. We have to wear so many hats. Kyle was talking, the wife and the mom and the reality star and the actress and the concierge, and we just wear so many hats and juggling all that. And we talk about those kind of things on the show, which is great because you get an inside look at what it really is like to be a housewife and what that means. And of course there's always drama. And I the first hour on the plane, there were F-bombs on the G, and we were giving an interview about that. I think it was for ET, and Kenya's like, yeah, there were F-bombs on the G, and I'm like, with the OGs. So I've actually come up with a new song. It's called F-bombs on the G with the OGs, and I'm working on finishing that, and hopefully I will have it out during the airing, which I think I will, which is coming this November 18th. So you have to look out for that new song. Not only, my Christmas song, but this one is coming out after. And I will be on tour after the holidays. So I'm planning those dates for an all new show, which is not Christmas, which is back to kind of Countess and Friends. I don't have a title for it yet, but maybe it's F-bombs on the G.
That is not a bad title. I mean, are we going to hear the Countess rap in this? F-bombs on the G.
It's a rap song. It is so cool. And I'm super excited about that song as well. That's coming soon.
You're going to have to think of your whole rap look. And, this is, I'm like here for it.
I've already got it going on. I've got my little, zipper jacket. I'm missing the hood. I should have a hood on this so I could pull it up.
That would have been great. What about, like you said, there is drama on Ultimate Girls Trip, of course, because this is Housewives.
There's drama. Kenya gets really into it, as you can see from the trailer already with Ramona from the get-go. And, there's drama, but, with 7 women, there's bound to be drama, but I have to say that I really enjoyed getting to know Kyle and Kenya. I thought Kenya and I wasn't sure about her. I thought she can be shady, etc. And I actually ended up liking her a lot. So I had the most drama with Ramona, funnily enough, but you'll have to watch and see.
Well, that doesn't shock me. I mean, and rumor is Cynthia Bailey has a lot of drama with Ramona too, and 50 Cent had it come out. So
yeah.
I mean, will we ever, I asked you this the last time you were here. Is Ramona, are we ever going to see a different Ramona where she just reflects and says, maybe I could be a kinder, softer version of myself?
Well, listen, Ramona definitely has her moments, and she can put her foot in her mouth a lot, but she does have a heart of gold. She really does. And her intentions are good, but she just fumbles her words sometimes. That's all.
She sticks that foot in that mouth quite a bit.
She does. That she does.